Okay, today we're going to do the light stream technique. And the light stream technique is really great for anxiety. So sometimes when we have anxiety, we can feel it in our bodies. Sometimes it's like in our throat or in our neck or chest or stomach. Those are usually the typical places that anxiety would manifest itself physically. So I'd like you to find where your anxiety manifests the most physically. For today's example, I'm going to use my chest, but it can be really anywhere. So I'd like you to give your anxiety or that feeling that you notice when you're anxious a shape. So for this example, I'm going to give it like a circular shape, like a boulder. And I'd also like you to give it a color. I'm going to use like dark gray. So there's this like dark gray boulder in my chest when I'm anxious. And so notice it. Just kind of notice how it feels. Kind of close your eyes and take a deep breath and notice its shape, its color, what it does. So I'd like you to start breathing as you notice your object. And as you breathe in, take a deep breath and then exhale. And as you exhale, everything should start to loosen up a little bit. Let your shoulders sort of drop down, and your jaw muscles loosen, and your throat loosen. And just notice how you start to relax as you're noticing your breathing and noticing this gray boulder that I'm using as an example in your chest. So now I'd like you to think of a color that you find the most soothing. I like to think of like a blue color, whether it's like a light blue. And I want you to think of your color. I'll think of my blue coming from the sky, and this blue can represent all of the healing power and the soothing elements of the universe, all of the goodness of the universe. So imagine that blue light coming down, and as it comes down from the sky, it sort of just hits the top of your head and enters into your head and down and into your body. And I'm going to imagine it sort of enveloping itself around that gray boulder. And as it swirls around, I just notice the change, and I start to breathe more deeply and start to relax and notice my muscles starting to relax and seeing that blue light sort of just wrap itself around that gray boulder. And as I notice it, I start to notice that the gray boulder is starting to disappear. And as it disappears, I just see the blue light, and I start to feel some relief from my anxiety and more calm and more soothed and more relaxed. And now just notice that blue light as it enters through your body now that it's done its work with your physical manifestation of your anxiety. Notice it just sort of leaving your body, and as it just sort of goes through your fingertips and your toes and just emanates out. And as it leaves, it starts to go up back into the universe and into the sky. And as you watch it go away, you know that you can summon it back anytime you want in order to help soothe and calm your anxiety. So again, this is something that you can do pretty much anywhere and pretty easily once you start getting used to the idea. And just to recap, you can pick any shape object that you want and any color that you want to represent the physical manifestation of your own anxiety, whether it's in your stomach, if it's like an anvil, or if it's like a triangle, or a circle or square, and it can be any color that you choose that seems to fit for how you experience your anxiety. And that's really just about noticing your feelings and noticing the physical manifestation of your feelings. And you can also pick any color for that soothing light to represent that healing power of the universe. So that's, in a nutshell, the light stream technique.